his interests in Russia have been long-standing. He's had a number of charitable activities there. But also there was a big story in the Sunday Times in 2021 where his advisors told Sunday Times undercover reporters that he would hopefully be able to help them influence or get access to senior Russian figures.
The Times has published a significant new investigation into Prince Michael of Kent. George Greenwood is a Times investigations reporter, and he's joined us in the studio. Morning to George.
Good morning.
Well, what's going on then? What's the story?
So we have been working with an organisation called the Organised Crime and Corruption Reporting Project and other European reporting partners into a leak of Russian business emails. And some of these concern Prince Michael. We've found that Prince Michael's office lobbied the Foreign Office to try and obtain a visa for one of his business partners in a company he was a shareholder in. The leak of emails has shown that this business partner of Prince Michael is in fact a very close advisor of Boris Rothenberg. Boris Rothenberg's one of Putin's closest allies and was sanctioned by the UK shortly before the war in Ukraine. The email leak also shows how Prince Michael was writing to members of Middle Eastern royalty to try and drum up support for this company, a company called Remit Radar, which aimed to do remittance payments and be a price comparison site for these, but how he was using his royal authority for a business in which he had a stake. So it really does shine a light on Prince Michael's relationships in Russia.
So Prince Michael has a stake in a Russian company.
So Prince Michael has a stake in a UK company in which he's co-invested with a couple of Russian business partners, and what the leaks show is how those business partners have been in contact with the Rothenbergs, one of which is, it's fair to say, a close advisor to them.
And what does Prince Michael say about this?
He's declined to comment.
What about the government? Because what we're talking about here is, the Russian influence. It's the influence of Russia on the body politic, and how bits of the body politic have sought to advance Russian interests is a very hot topic and has been for the last 2 years. What would the government be saying about this?
Well, the government claimed that the visa, which was issued to a guy called Maxim Viktorov, this is the advisor to Boris Rothenberg, they claim that was conducted within normal timescales. However, what the emails show is Michael's private office emailing a senior Foreign Office diplomat saying, please could you expedite this request? And then the diplomat intervenes directly with the visa team to try and help out. Now, if George Greenwood had an issue getting a visa and then went to a diplomat and asked for some help, I doubt the response would have been quite so forthcoming.
And does Prince Michael have form in terms of Russian interests? Is that a thing that he's known for?
Well, his interests in Russia have been long-standing. He's had a number of charitable activities there. But also there was a big story in the Sunday Times in 2021 where his advisors told Sunday Times undercover reporters that he would hopefully be able to help them influence or get access to senior Russian figures. And that raised questions even at that time before the war in Ukraine kicked off again about how he was managing his business affairs.
But now with the war going on, it's even more important that the pillars of the British establishment are not seen to be close to people who are close to people connected to Putin.
Well, precisely, and especially since we're among the royal family, not elected, we don't get to choose who's in the royal family. So there are questions about how they conduct their business affairs in that context. And I think the issue with a monarchy is that we can't vote him out.
No, it's an interesting point. Well, I no doubt you'll continue to work on this, George. Really interesting stuff. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.